Have y'all heard American saloons once served caviar as free bar snacks while Russians were charging gold for the same stuff? Coming at you. Well, howdy, history buffs. Today's National Caviar Day, yeah, and I'm about to blow your mind with some good old American irony. Back here in the 1870s, the Hudson River was so thick with sturgeon, you could practically walk across on their backs. Saloons from New York, California serve fresh caviar. That's fish eggs, y'all. Absolutely free with every beer. Yeah, here's the kicker. We were shipping boatloads of this peasant food to Russia, where they'd slap some fancy labels on it and sell it back to rich Americans for premium prices. We literally made Russians rich selling them our own fish eggs and then bought it back thinking it was exotic. Well, bless our hearts. And speaking of Southern ingenuity, let's talk about how peanut brittle saved lives during the Great Depression. This wasn't just candy, folks. It was currency. My great-grandmama told me about a doctor in Albany, Georgia, who accepted peanut brittle as payment for delivering babies. 1 pound of that golden, crunchy goodness was worth a week's groceries because it packed protein and sugar and lasted forever without spoiling. The recipe came from Creek Indians who mixed peanuts with tree sap, but Southern grandmamas turned it into liquid gold. Shoot, there's probably still some hidden in mason jars across Georgia somewhere. Harder than diamonds and twice as valuable. Yo, in 1 Kings 19, the prophet Elijah was having what we'd call a come-apart moment, running from Queen Jezebel, hiding under a tree, basically done with everything. But God didn't send thunder or lightning. No, he sent an angel with fresh bread and water. That's comfort food, y'all. After Elijah ate and took a nap, he walked 40 days straight to Mount Horeb. Y'all, sometimes the most spiritual thing you can do is feed somebody who's hurting. The Lord invented comfort food before we even knew we needed it. So next time somebody's struggling, don't just pray for them, y'all. Make them a casserole. Hey, y'all, we're smack dab in the middle of county fair season, and I got to tell you about the most southern thing that ever happened at a fair competition. Back here in 1987, the Georgia State Fair had their first ever creative casserole contest. Well, wouldn't you know it, 3 different church ladies showed up with the exact same green bean casserole recipe, complete with French's fried onions on top. You know what I'm talking about there. The judges were stumped until one clever lady admitted she'd gotten the recipe from her great-aunt's church cookbook. Turns out all 3 ladies had the same great-aunt. They ended up splitting first place and starting a tradition that's still going strong. Now they call it the Family Recipe Reunion Contest, only in the South. Would a recipe rivalry turn into a family reunion? And that's all for today's Have Y'all Heard, because now y'all have. Go ahead and leave a comment if you're smart or smiling or hungry. Until next time, later, taters.